Good morning, welcome to Spy Money. I'm going to show you how easy it is to load a bot. A lot of people want to know, is it, how hard is it to get loaded and set the templates and all that, and it's actually pretty easy. If you understand NinjaTrader, you open up your chart. I'm not going to show you how to use NinjaTrader in this, but you have to know how to use NinjaTrader in the sense of how to open a chart and things like that. But I'm going to show you real quick how easy this is. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your chart trader is turned on. When you have that turned on, then you want to set your account. So we're going to leave this on Sim 101 just for testing and show you how to do it. Once you do that, then you're going to go up here to this Strategies tab. And you're going to click on that. You're going to load Spy Money, go to Coaster. And once you go to Coaster, you're going to come down here to Template, Load. And then you're going to pick the template of choice. In this case, we're going to use the roller coaster. That's the one that I usually use, and it does a really good job. You're going to change the contracts to how many contracts you want to trade. If you want 1 or 4, I usually trade 4 contracts. To the YouTube videos that I post are 4 contracts. We're going to leave it on 1. You're going to scroll down to the bottom, and right here is the account. This account has to match this account. So if you have this on your live account, this has to be on live account. And they just have to be the same. Again, we're going to leave it on Sim just to test. Then we're going to click Apply. Then we're going to click OK. Now, once we've done that, then we're going to come over to our control panel. Our control panel is going to show that bot that we did. And we're going to go to Strategies tab here. If you don't have a Strategies tab, you just click here, go to Strategies, and click on it, and it will open this tab. Once that tab is open, you're going to see your bot that you just loaded on the chart. Once you get it loaded, then you're going to hit Enable. And then once you hit Enable, then your bot is going to enable. Now, it loads up as a pause bot. You have to unpause it to run it live. But the next thing we want to do is we want to go up to our chart trader, and we're going to hide it. So we don't need that chart trader anymore. Those strategy, like these ATM strategies that are on here right now, mean nothing to the bot. The only thing the bot wants to know about is this Sim account. That's all. And then you're going to go ahead and turn the hidden chart trader on. Once you hide the chart trader, now your bot is fully functional. Now what you want to do is you want to look back and see, has the bot been making money? If the bot has been making money, and I'm not saying it don't have a loser, but for the most part it's winning most of the trades, then you want to go up here and turn the pause off. So if it's green, that means that it's a live bot now. So once you do that, you can watch your bot and make sure that it's going to trade properly. Now, I would turn it on here because we come down, we went up, back down. The swings are pretty decent. Right here was quite a bit of chop, but we did have like a winner here, a winner there. We had a loser here, but right here would have been, well, no, this would not have entered. So this is a trade that it just would not have entered, but it's more than likely will start coming back up. Now, if we scroll back and we look, we can see that we have more of an upcrease or uptrend right here than we do a down. Now, it is going sideways a lot, so if we went in and we can make some, oops, that's the wrong one. We can make some levels to find out where we are. This right here looks like it's a good support. We have another support right here, and we have this one up here, and we also have, it looks like right there is another one. We can come back down in here. You can start laying all this out if you want. But instead of doing that, this is what you can do. You can go ahead and go up to your indicators, and we're going to add the balance. We're going to add the floor trader, and we are going to add the levels automatic. This is my personal levels. And then we're going to go down and grab, we love VWAP, and we're also going to put our zones on there. And when we do that, that's going to open up a lot of those levels. So a lot of those levels that we're looking at are going to help us trade. So each one of these means something. Now, more than likely, this is probably going to come up to this level right here. These magenta ones are my personal levels. And as soon as you load that indicator, it will check my server every 60 seconds for those levels. And if I change a level or add a level, it will change it on your chart within 60 seconds of doing so. Once you have those levels, then you'll have these others. Now, this looks like a lot on the screen, but it's really not. Once you understand what these are, it will just help you know, should I have the bot on or not. Now, this one, we had a lot of chop there. But if you notice, we have a lot of levels here. If we open this up a little more, we have a lot of levels right here, and we have our pivot right here. So it couldn't make up its mind where it was going to go. And then finally, it dropped off the pivot right down to this level. And then it come right on down to our other levels here. So once it come down to this mid and this TP3, then it's bounced back up to this one. There's a chance it might come back up to pivot. But more than likely, it will probably keep on dropping down until we get down into these zones. Now, these zone areas right here, this is probably where it's going to go. And just coincidentally, one of my levels is right on that zone. And we also have an S1. So this will more than likely maybe go up to pivot, but more than likely right here. And then it will start dropping and come down to this area right here. So it's really pretty easy. Once you understand what these are, and I know it's a lot to take in if you've never seen anything like this, but I have videos that show you what each one of these levels mean and what you should be watching for, and go over pretty much what I just showed you. So the only thing we can do is take a high probability trade. So if this went long right here, I don't think I'd want it, because we have VWAP here, we have a pivot here, we have this zone here, we have these two levels. This is not an area that I want to trade. Now, there's a chance it may go ahead and go on up, but should you take the trade? Well, high probability, no. So what we want to do is we want to find areas like, if we were up, if say it went up and it pulled back to this R1 and then shot up, there's nothing up here. There's this one little zone, but this would be a good area to trade because there's not a lot there. If you notice, everything is right here. And when you see all of these levels right here, this means it's going to be choppy. When you come down and you don't really see anything here, this is better. Now, another thing that we have is called SPY money balance. SPY money balance really shows you the overall market. And to give you an example, see how these are real close together, these red lines, and see how far apart these are? If they're far apart, that means that you're going to have a better spread of like your ups and downs. You're going to have more opportunity to make money here. Where if they're real close to each other, that tells you it's going to be real choppy. So if they're real close to each other, you probably shouldn't trade. So if we go back and look at, let's see here if it'll show it. No, I don't have the chart turned on far enough back. But you can turn this on and go back and look at the history, and you'll see if you should be trading or not. But you can tell right here, all of this, see how this has just went up and down through there? But look how all these levels are. Your VWAP is level. If your VWAP is level, it's a good time not to trade. And look what happened. It traded all around this magenta line, which is my level. So it has just went right through here all the way. So this level right here is a very strong level. And then finally it dropped out right down to the next level. Now this right here is, if this closes green, it'll enter a long. Should you take the long? Well, it depends. Like right here, we have enough room to the pivot to make money. So I would take this long right here. And if we look at it, we can figure about right there will be the close. And there's $300. There's plenty of room to make money there. Because on this particular strategy, we're looking for about $200. Per contract. So you get about $800 every trade that I make. And this one will allow you to be able to have enough room to make money. If this was, say your pivot was right here, I would not take it because there's not enough room there to make money. Trading is really that easy. It's looking at your levels, looking at your strategy, and do I have enough room to make money from the entry to the next level? If you do, it's probably a good trade. It's not saying that it won't lose money, but it's saying that it's probably going to be a good trade. But that's how we use the bots. And should we turn it on or not? Well, we look back and see how it's been trading. This right here, it's had two winners in the session, a winner there, a winner here. It had a loser here. And then right here, it never traded, but would we want to take this one? I think I would, mainly because of what I just said. You have a big drop, you have the pivot, there's enough room to make money. So this is why we have a pause button and an unpause. And if we just want to take longs only, we can just click long or click short and turn that off, and it will only take longs now. So if the trending is going up, then that's what we will do. So we're going to turn the short back on. That way it allows it to trade both ways. But this is a live trade. The bot entered that trade. Now, will it make money? I don't know. Well, you have to wait and find out if it will. But right now, I would say more than likely it will. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and move this take profit here up a little bit closer to the pivot and make a little bit more money than what it should. Let's just say the take profit was here. Well, I'd want to move it up to just before the pivot. You don't want it on the pivot because that's your line of where all the fight's going to be. So you want to be out before that pivot. So this is the bot working real time, and it's just a matter of, is it going to make it up there or not? This trade may be a minute long, it may be an hour long, but the bot is doing everything on its own right now. The stop it placed in there, the take profit placed in there, the entry is there, and really it's just this easy to run a bot. Is there a guarantee to make money? No. But if you follow the rules, which I just went over, if you follow those rules, then you should be fine. There's some days that you just shouldn't trade. I mean, a lot of people say, well, it's not making money today, but it's going sideways all day long. Well, there's some days that, when it's going sideways like that, you just don't trade. You just, it's not your day. If you look and you see a lot of losing trades before you turn it on, don't turn it on. Come back an hour or two later, look at it again, and if it's been winning trades, turn it on. If it's not winning trades, don't turn it on. I mean, the high probability, if it's been losing money, then you're probably going to lose money if you turn it on. So turn it on when it's making money. And that's really how the bot works. That's how we do it. We don't just turn a bot on and let it run. We allow the bot to tell us what's going on in the past. So, once you get the lease and everything, you'll understand what the signals are. You'll understand how they work, and you'll understand, by looking at the past, was it, winning trades or losing trades? And once you understand that, then, you know how to turn it on. It's not hard. It's just a matter of being disciplined. I mean, a lot of people just want to come in and say, well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, so, that's when I trade, so I'm going to turn it on. Well, you can't do that, because just because you want to trade at 6 in the morning doesn't mean that the market does. The market just may be going sideways. And, that's why you can't do back testing on a bot, because we don't trade that way. We trade according to what it's doing at the time that we want to trade. And if it's been making money, we turn it on. We try to get 2 or 3 good trades, and we're done. At that point, you can just go live life. If you turn it on and it's been losing money, then more than likely you're going to lose money. So, a lot of people ask for back testing results and so forth, and you just can't do it the way we run bots. A lot of companies out there will say, you turn this on from 3 in the morning till 6 in the morning, and here's the back testing results and so forth. Well, Just because the last month it made money at those times don't mean it will the next month. The market changes daily. You'll have sometimes you'll go a couple weeks and it'll be nothing but chop during those time frames that you normally run, but if you run it after those time frames, it would have made money. So what we do is we look back at the past, see how it's been trading. The ideal trading is when it is like this right here. When we are in this roller coaster effect, this is the ideal trading. When it is going up and down, coming down, and then it starts chopping through here, and then it drops again, this is not the ideal time to trade. It's not the best time. With this coming down, chopping a little bit, and then dropping again down to this level, and we've got our pivot there, there's a good chance that we're going to go ahead and run back up to this area. But quite honestly, you're probably better off not to trade here, because it showed it showed 3 bad trades right here. It wouldn't have had all 3 bad, but because you'd still been in one trade. But here's 3 losers in a row. Well, would you want to take this trade? There was no winner here. This one right here is probably, possibly going to go ahead and go down. If you look at the ABCD pattern, here's ABCD. So this right here is halfway of this right here. So there's a good chance that this may not even be the right trade. So we're looking for opportunities to be able to turn the bot on and for it to make money. And that's how we do it. I mean, it's not anything magical. The only magic is the bot itself and knowing how to enter that trade, and how the bar colors change and so forth. So this is what we do whenever I turn a bot on, and like on the evening session, I usually just turn the bot on, and usually I will get a good trade in the first 15 minutes of the opening session. Usually you do. Not always, but usually you do. Usually there's amount of volume during that first 15 minutes of people closing out trades or opening trades for the next session, and you'll see a lot of volume there. So last night we had 2 winning trades, and that was about $1,500 in profits on it. And honestly, that's a lot of money. I mean, if you can make $1,500 a day, or even $1,000, or even $500 a day, that's a lot of money. But that's how we use the bots. That's how we know when to turn them on. And hopefully this helps you, and help you get started with the leads. I'd love to see you get joined and be one of the statistics of profitable traders. Yes, there are some that will lose money, but the main reason they lose money is because they won't do what I just said. The rules are not hard. It's really kind of common sense. If you're going to enter a race and everybody crashes on loop 5, then you probably ought to be careful around loop 5, because the high probability of you crashing is good. So what you do is maybe you can bypass 5 and go to 6 or whatever. What you want to do is avoid those crashes, and those crashes are the losing trades, and this is how you do it. Having questions, let me know on this. Also, if you want to get joined in, how do you do it? We go over this every day. You go to spymoneyllc.com, which is right here, and you go to the Ninja Suite. When you go there, you're going to have a little video that explains a little bit, and you come down here, you want to copy and paste all of this right here after you agree to it. If you don't agree to this, don't do this. It's a binding contract. Click copy, go up here to contact us, put in your first name, last name, email, phone number. I will not entertain your joining without that information, and go to paste. You put this in here, click submit. That comes directly to me. Once I approve it, then we can get you started and on the Ninja Suite and make it better for you. So there's a lot of good things on the Ninja Suite. It is not a set it and leave it bot system, which we just went over, and it does a good job. I'm not saying you won't have a losing trade, because you would. And you might have 2 losing trades right off the bat, but the end result is Coaster, almost daily brings you out of those losing trades. I've only had a few days that it just would not work, and those are losing days. I think the most I lost on it was like 1,500 on one day, but I usually get 2 to 4,000 a day, based on the number of contracts and so forth. And sometimes I'll help it. Like right here, normally with this being that close, I would have helped the bot when it pulled back into here. I would have added some more contracts to it in order for it to go up and get close to that TP. But if you're unsure about it, all you have to do is just go up here and click close all. When you close all, it will close out all these contracts and either make a little bit or lose a little bit. So that's how the bots work and how we use them and what levels we're looking for. All of these levels, by the way, are pre-made levels. All you have to do is just right click the chart, add must-have levels for bots and trading, and that's it. They're already there. You don't have to go through searching for different ones, like which one did Brad say or whichever. You just click on it. Load that template. You load it first, then you load the bot, then you load the bot template, and set your accounts where you want, and then you turn the pause off and let it start trading. As you can see here, this is probably going to be a winning trade. Again, if you're not sure about it, close it out. Take a little bit of profit. You can also move your stops and so forth. So, like if you go up here to move exits, like this one's on 24.19, just so we can remember. You can move, you just click on the chart where you want this stop. So if you just want to put it right there, you can do it. Or you can just go back to where we had it, 19. If you want to move this up closer, we're at 41.50. We can click right there and it will move it up. So if you think it's going to go to VWAP, you move it up there. I would not put, with all this here, I would not put my profit target there. If anything, I might move it a little bit lower. But that's how the bots work. Having questions, let me know. You can always send me a contact and ask the questions. Also on the website, there are facts and questions, which I didn't go over earlier today, but I go over daily. Here's a list of indicators, plus we have more. Right here is a list of the questions that I get asked a lot. And go over that, let me know, and we'll try to get you started on it today. Have a great day, everybody.